Hi, my name is Amanda Curley, and today I will be going over my action research, which is about chronic absenteeism in grades K through 2. Chronic absenteeism is a primary cause of poor academic achievement, and it's defined as missing at least 10% of days in a school year, and that's unexcused or excused. So, for example, if a student misses 2 days per month each month of the school year, that's described as chronically absent. That's 18 to 20 total missed days of school. A few key points about chronic absenteeism and student performance are missed learning opportunities, negative impact on academics, increased risk of dropping out, social and emotional effects. So when students are absent, they miss out on lessons and concepts, which directly impacts their understanding of the material. It becomes difficult for them to catch up on missed work, and that leads to a growing gap in knowledge and skills. They begin to fall far behind, which results in lower academic achievement, and students who are chronically absent are more likely to drop out in school, especially if the issue isn't addressed early on. The outcome of the action research is to reduce the number of students identified as chronically absent after implementing specific interventions. And in this case, there will be a 3-tiered approach. This will likely coincide with better academic performance, greater student involvement, and improved communication between parents and school. To support this action research, we first have to analyze the attendance records and reading proficiency levels, meet with identified families and provide resources to those families, and then implement the tiered approach. So to address the chronic absenteeism, a 3-tiered intervention will be implemented. This focuses on student incentives, family engagement, and community involvement. Before implementing those tiers, an analysis of attendance records and reading proficiency levels will be conducted. So the first tier will focus on rewarding and motivating students to attend school. The second tier will involve fostering positive communication with families of students who are frequently absent or late. And the third tier will establish targeted outreach to the community, highlighting the importance of daily school attendance for students. The effectiveness of this intervention will be assessed through an examination of attendance statistics and student performance outcomes. Now for the data. The data sources are the attendance report, the progress monitoring data from the teachers, and the interviews with the parents or guardians. The quantitative data, it's pulling the ADA, which is the attendance report, weekly and checking on the student progress or the monitoring biweekly. And the qualitative data, that's interviewing the parents, guardians to identify the potential barriers to attendance. Now for the management plan. The data management plan consists of planning and preparation, and that involves, again, pulling the attendance report, developing interview questions, gathering permission from administrators, district, and other stakeholders, selecting participants, reaching out to parents for permission, interviewing the parents, and reaching out to the community organizations for partnerships and resources for the families. The data management plan also consists of the implementation of the intervention. So that's using the reward system, communicating with families, providing resources, monitoring student progress, and addressing any attendance issues, if any. And after pulling the attendance report and the students' performance data, analyze the data for the participants, continue to support the parents and provide resources if needed, review the data, grades, tests, scores, and everything else with the teacher, and then continue to implement for 3 more weeks. Post-intervention, that will be discussing the academics and analyzing all of the data. So reviewing the data before gathering your results to report to the school administrators, teachers, parents, and other stakeholders. The stakeholders involved in this action research are the teachers, counselors, school administrators, and parents or guardians. The teachers, they're responsible for using strategies to encourage good attendance or a reward system. They record attendance and progress monitor. The counselors or attendance coaches, they are responsible for pulling the ADA report, address student absenteeism, and identify the cause and work with families to overcome barriers. The school administrators, they're responsible for making decisions and approving partnerships if needed. And the parents or guardians, they're responsible for active involvement and making attendance a family priority. For my reflection on how action research will affect my future professional practice, I think as a teacher working in a low-income area, I witnessed the direct impact of chronic absenteeism on my students. Among my 15 students, six of them have already been absent for over 18 days, and they're struggling with skills like phonemic awareness, fluency, and comprehension. So being able to research this topic has helped me implement that tiered approach and figure out what the root cause of chronic absenteeism is and how I can best support them. Action research will also allow me to identify any challenges within my classroom and develop solutions based on evidence.